pee-pee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's get there's a go. You know what I was supposed to get here and I haven't heard anything about it?
What's that?
My gachapon machine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's shipping from China, so I'm pretty sure I got the cheapest shipping they have.
Is there a way to check the shipping?
I'm gonna check
That'd be a good idea.
when I get a moment. I just remembered it right now, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, courtesy of Orb, who funded that solo. I guess I was just so stunned by how quick the fucking VR headset showed up, I completely forgot about the gachapon machine. The VR headset showed up, like, literally the next day. That was crazy. Yeah, this song fucks. And yeah. Well, if I have it for AntherCon, I'll definitely have it for Olu. I plan to put pins in it. And people will get a token if they buy over a certain threshold in my shop. What you beeping about?
Just pulling up the chat again.
Oh, did it poof?
No, I just was responding to a message.
Yeah. You can probably take that time to also get your safari balls if you haven't already. Basically, you go into the regular inventory, and there's going to be an event shop button. You got to make sure you have golden feathers. If you do, go to the event shop and buy something with them. And that's all you got to do.
I have 0 golden feathers.
Ew.
Ew.
Alright, then fight gym leader.
No, not right now. Do that a little bit. Oh, we're not working. When did you want to work till? Because it's already 7:40.
Well, you came in really fucking late.
It did come in really late. Yeah. I'm aware of that.
I started at 3.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It did start at 3, but chat went kind of crazy.
Yeah. We also have to go to bed early tonight. Which,
yeah.
when do you want to go to sleep?
Um,
And when do you want to wake up?
good question. I have to look into our plans.
Okay. Because the place opens at 10 a.m.?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's early.
Yeah.
Well, I have tickets, so it's not like it's sold out, thankfully.
Yeah, it's not gonna be sold out.
It is the first day it's open, though.
Yeah. We probably want to be there early so we're not standing in line for an hour.
We already have our tickets.
Yes.
Oh.
We already had our tickets the last time we went, and we still had to stand in line for an hour.
Yeah. In the rain.
In the rain.
Alright, let me just look into some things. You're making me grouchy.
I know.
I'm glad you're aware.
Yeah. Happens.
True. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. What if we vended there? Not right now, obviously. It's closed.
If I remember correctly, it's pretty expensive to vend there. And also, like, we don't have anything medieval to sell there.
You know, cheaper than I anticipated. If what I was looking at was correct.
Yeah.
Let me check. At the food court. A 5x5 is $160 for a weekend.
That's not bad.
A 10-foot, 10x10 single weekend is $320. That's as much as fucking fur cons are.
Okay.
I was
Again.
no, I know. I'm like shocked. I just wasn't expecting that.
What are you going back there? I'm taping up a big kitty head. I'm getting the pattern taped
Savannah,
up.
the swivel.
Pattern taped up for the headlining.
Mm-hmm. The Savannah, the swivel.
For Savannah the Swervel.
I'm gonna see if the money transferred yet. I'm a little worried it's not gonna. Nope. It was a fucking Friday. Now I'm currently working on sewing Douglas. Jack is working on patterning lining for Savannah. Both of these suits we want to sell at Anthocon. How many hours do you need to get ready, Jack?
I can be ready to leave like an hour after waking up. So if we want to, when do we want to leave?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. So I wake me up at 9.
10:30 even.
I'll wake me up at 9.
9?
9.
Okay.
I can be up by 9.
Which means we could stay up till 1 or 2.
1 at the latest.
1 at the latest. I'll stop suit making at no later than 9.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. So we got another hour and 15 minutes.
Yep.
Alright.
I hope AC is a big con for us. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vendors, though. My God. I saw the list and the space.
Roughly how many?
Like
500?
I think it's a little less than that, but yeah.
Okay. So if it's a
It's like, remember how big MSF was? It's like that, but bigger.
So if it's a 10,000 person convention,
Creamery.
then oh no! I don't have any more Ultra Balls.
Oh, shit.
Alicia, Ultra Ball. What's that? Yeah, if it's like less than 500 vendors and it's like 10,000 or more people.
It's gonna be like 13,000. Hold on. AntlerCon last year had 13,644.
Okay.
The biggest convention right now is MFF with 15,547.
Okay. So
It's gonna be. I think AntlerCon's gonna beat MFF.
okay, but let's be conservative with the numbers.
15,000 to 500. Easy math.
Well, I was going to be conservative and say 12,500.
Okay.
How many vendors or how many people does that mean per vendor?
And how many vendors are we selling or saying?
Let's say 500.
25.
25 people per vendor.
Hold on. Well, 12,500 divided by 500 is 25.
25. So that means there's 25 people per vendor.
Yes.
Okay. So out of that amount, if each person only went to one vendor, you would have 25 people going to you alone.
Yes.
That's a pretty good matrix, honestly. Like that's a pretty solid like number of con goers to number of vendors.
I wonder if they have a list of how many vendors.
Yeah, go to Grandma.
So I know they have the list.
Yeah. I used to have like a whole algorithm for telling you how like
I know where we are.
if you have too many vendors for the attendance that you have. I had like a whole algorithm pulled up.
I'm at L10. Okay. Let's look at these.
I think it was like you want like 100 vendors or 100 people per vendor, essentially.
Oh, this is the Artist Alley. I'm ignoring that for now. Their numbers are really weird on this. Actually, no, I'm not ignoring it. That's 40 vendors at a table. Or in one lot. Jesus Christ, they have so many vendors in the Artist Alley. 41. Okay, hold on. 40 plus 40. My numlock. 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 1 plus 1. There's 162 in the artist alley. I don't know what the fucking bodega is, but I'm assuming it's a big space.
Probably, yeah.
Just 39. Plus.
What up, dead dogs? Hey, if you go, Chroma, you know where to find us. In the vendor hall.
Jesus Christ. I
Selling
can't even
shit.
keep up. I think I did my math wrong already.
Really?
Hold on. In the mature dealer's den. There's over 400 vendors I've counted.
Okay.
But I did not oh geez, I didn't even count these tables over here. Oh my god. We're gonna guesstimate 450 vendors. 400 to 450.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! And they still had people not make it in? Yes, hello, dead dogs. Fursuit making is good so far. Oh, I can see what people get who gifted someone a sub, actually, when I click their name. I didn't know that. I actually found out who gifted a sub to Arctic from earlier. Arctic got a sub from Carver.
Yes. Which con is this? We're talking about Anthrocon.
Yeah, we're talking about Athocon. I never turn on the light in here. I'm like, why am I shrouded in darkness?
It was pretty bright in here earlier, so.
Yeah. The natural lighting was great, so I was working with that. Now I'm like, I can't see.
It's another plus of summertime is that it's brighter in here, so you don't gotta run the lights all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the winter, it'd be already pitch black outside.
Yeah. Yep. And depressing and cold.
And cold and rainy, and you couldn't even see the moon because it's overcast, and blah, blah, blah. Like,
We might be getting another astronomical event of the Aurora Borealis next month.
oh, that'd be cool.
I hope. That shit was dope as hell.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, it's dangerous. So I'm like, I know, but, like, pretty. Pretty lights. Ooh. Oh, what was dangerous? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's a bunch of solar radiation hitting the ionosphere and fucking putting out a bunch of electromagnetic waves and radiation.
And trying to kill the Earth's magnetic pole.
It's basically the sun saying, hey, you know how there's an EMP effect? What if I tried to do that from billions of miles away?
Yeah. Sun trying to hurt us.
Constantly.
But it make pretty light. Ooh. And give us warm.
Yeah. I mean, most of the history of the Earth is that the sun is going to kill us.
Yeah. Eventually. Billions of years from now, it will.
No, I mean, like, when the Earth was first forming, couldn't stand on the Earth
Yeah.
because the solar radiation would fry you.
Yeah. But pretty light. Ooh! Orb said they can kill the magnetic pole as much as they want because they slay.
Okay.
Jack is
The
not
sun
pleased.
is a deadly laser.
Literally,
Bill Hort's in there.
Widowy is a deadly laser. I love astronomy. Space is rad and terrifying.
Yeah.
I love learning about space lately. I was supposed to take an astronomy course in college, but they said I needed a different science course first. And I wanted animation, but they said I needed to take a design course first, and I failed both of those. Because the design course told me I was doing art incorrectly, and I said, go fuck yourself, and left. Yeah, they said I was doing art wrong. I'm like, there is no wrong way to make art. What do you mean?
Yeah. It's 100% like a sterile fucking scholarly process behind it. Trying to like, quantify how to do something. But it's like, no, dog. That ain't it. Like, there's definitely
fundamentals to art.
Yeah, there's fundamentals to art. Even then, those are arguable. But the way it should be posed is, yes, you are drawing a lot of cartoon dogs. Because, yes, you do want to be a cartoonist who draws cartoon dogs. However, it's a good idea to build a fundamental base of still life and anatomy to get the stuff that looks impressive but is actually kind of the easiest part of art down.
Yeah.
And then from there you can fuck with things and make cartoon dogs.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with anatomy. Like, it's important to learn anatomy. And even then, like... it's just good to know anatomy when you're an artist.
Yeah.
You don't have to draw anatomically correct things to be an artist. But it's important to understand the fundamentals of anatomy so you can make goofy things that are still somehow anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Like, all of my furry art that I draw, no animal is going to be standing like that or doing those things, but the body still has to look like it can shift in that way.
Yeah.
And pose in that way.
Yeah. It's like all the people on Twitter who have like marble statue PFPs are like, why don't we return to tradition? Art used to look so much better. And they'll just post like the most basic ass Renaissance painting and it's like, yes, that's gorgeous. It's really well done.
Boring.
Literally go to any college and you will see hundreds of art pieces like that in their anatomy classes because we mastered how to do that. We know how to do it, like, and it's easily repeatable. So that's why nobody does it anymore.
It's boring. I fucking hated drawing still life. I did it a ton in all my art classes. It was so boring. I was like drawing my silly little dogs.
The only still life I had any fun with was, the only still life I had any fun with in art class was when our teacher brought in a cow skull.
Ooh, that would be fun.
So I just got to work on a cow skull.
Yeah, Orb's got a point.
Oh yeah, patrons on Patreon don't have nearly as deep of pockets as like an old fucking archduke who is commissioning artists or patroning artists.
Sorry. I saw news that Greater Idaho measure passes in the 13th Oregon County.
Let's see.
They want to move Oregon's border that bad?
They're dumb.
Someone said they could just move to Idaho, but I don't think Idaho wants them either. Bro, what the hell? It's not gonna pass. We're all in fucking Portland. There's like like all the rest of us are over here.
Yeah.
Who are like, no. Who care?
Yeah.
They want Idaho to be bigger? Just move to the rest of the fucking land that you have.
Yeah. Move to Idaho. Also, like, not for nothing.
Well, we don't like them, but like...
Well, I'm just saying, not for nothing, but if the eastern part of Oregon split off from the western part of Oregon and joined Idaho, congratulations! You are now more broke.
Yeah.
You thought it was bad before. Guess what? It's way worse now.
You're stupid, dude.
Kaz, great game. I love you.
Thank you for the follow, anime fangirl. Welcome to the dog squad, my friend. Throw?
Oh. It's the judo Pokemon.
It really is.
I've heard Boise is nice, but I've never been to Idaho. I didn't even realize we were in a city when we were passing through Boise.
I don't want Idaho either. Orb. The only thing they got going for them is the potatoes. And like all the land that isn't occupied that is full of trees. That's really pretty to drive through. And it lasts all of 30 minutes when driving through it.
I don't know. I think because I grew up rural, I'm disenfranchised with the whole like rural life people.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, big city bad because drugs. And it's like, y'all, you got 5 farmhands who are literally working on your farm for $5 an hour paid cash, so they can buy drugs. Like the rural meth problem is huge. Yes. Yeah, Utah was a lot of the western states when they were originally planning them, they were like, they just looked at a map that was provided to them, and by them I mean the federal government. They were like, it would make sense to just cut it like that, and that's the state.
Yeah.
And then when people get out there, they're like, no, you can't do that. There's literally like an impassable mountain pass. The state would basically be disconnected from itself. And we're like, okay.
Where does Emperor Tiger Star when we need him?
Tiger Star would be
To
the
talk
first
about
one.
maps.
Yeah, Tiger Star would be the first one to talk about it. He'd be like, oh yeah, borders, geography, maps. The most important thing for deciding anything in a map is elevation and rivers. Because that's where your borders are. Where it's too tall to get through reasonably safely and quickly, or the water is too big.
Too big. Mm-hmm.